Today we're at the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, aka the ROM, and this is a full tour.
Founded in 1914, the Royal Ontario Museum is one of the most important cultural institutions in North America. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video when we explore an amazing spot to eat after your ROM visit. Trust us, it's a big museum, you'll be hungry. The ROM showcases art, culture, and nature from every corner of the world and spanning billions of years. It's Canada's largest museum and houses 13 million artworks, cultural objects, and natural history specimens featured in 40 gallery and exhibition spaces. The ROM is approximately 18 minutes north by subway from the CN Tower and is located in the Yorkville neighborhood. There's 3 subway stops nearby, with the museum station being closest. There's also garage parking options when you buy your tickets. Here's the ticket prices if you're just visiting the ROM. But if you plan on hitting all the big attractions in Toronto, we recommend the City Pass. You'll save a lot of money. For those with mobility concerns, the ROM is very accessible. The entrance is right on the ground floor, and you can access every level by ramp or elevator. After checking in, you can head towards Barney the Big Purple Dinosaur and go left to find the coat check and info desk. They have maps of the museum in several languages, and there's also a QR code on the wall opposite the info desk if you want a digital version. There's an accessibility map available too. Once you're ready to start exploring, you can head underneath the Purple Dino and into the Corelli Gallery. From here, you can head in whatever direction you want. We purchased tickets to the T-Rex Ultimate Predator exhibit, which runs until September 4th, 2023. So we decided to start here. It's right off the Corelli Gallery in the back left corner. In this exhibit, you'll come face to face with the T-Rex and experience this beast's life from infancy to adulthood. Here you'll find all sorts of amazing specimens and info about this incredible dinosaur. From T-Rex fossils found in the Badlands of Alberta to the life-sized representations of what T-Rex would have looked like at different stages of life.
There's a T-Rex right behind you.
You'll also find more than 40 models and casts, video projections, interactive experiences, and plenty of hands-on activities for the kids. If you're visiting the ROM before September 2023, we highly recommend adding this experience to your visit. After leaving the T-Rex exhibit, we headed right to continue our tour of the first floor. Our next stop is the First Peoples exhibit. The ROM sits on the ancestral lands of the Wendat and the Haudenosaunee Confederacy and the Anishinaabeg Nation, which includes the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Curated with the help of Indigenous cultural advisors, this exhibit pays homage to the First Peoples of Canada. The exhibit showcases amazing pieces like canoes, tools, and traditional clothing. We arrived at the museum shortly before lunch, so we decided to quickly eat before moving on. The ROM has a great cafe called the Coffee Bar on the main level with tons of options like pastries, sandwiches, and drinks. We ordered a croissant for Grace,
The size of your head.
an Italian antipasto sandwich for me, and a chicken breast with avocado sandwich for Kat. For dessert, we got an Nanaimo bar. If you're not Canadian, then you might not know what this is. Definitely give it a try if you get the chance. Downstairs is Druxy's Cafe, which is a large chain of delis here in Canada. They serve up sandwiches, salads, burgers, pizza, and other grilled and hot foods. There's lots to choose from and plenty of seating. After eating, we continued our tour of the first floor and headed into the China and Korea exhibit space. This section has some of the most beautiful pieces in the museum. The vibrant colors and details are amazing here. Here you'll find Chinese murals and sculptures from the 12th to 15th century and over 260 artifacts from Korea, ranging from the 1st century right up to the 21st. Next, we moved into the Chinese architecture area, which is one of the most memorable areas for me. If you enjoy architecture, you'll love this space. Not only are the museum pieces impressive, but the museum itself is on display here, showcasing its beautiful architecture, both new and old.
So we finished the first floor exhibits, and now we're headed into the second floor exhibits.
In Earth's treasures, you'll find meteorites, rocks, precious minerals, and gems. There's over 4.5 billion years of history represented in this gallery. Next, we went back out to the main rotunda, walking past the gold-domed ceiling and into the Dawn of Life gallery. Here you'll take a journey back in time, some 4 billion years, to the origins of life on Earth. You can explore one of the most amazing fossil collections in the world and learn about the beginning of life and extinctions that have shaped the planet. The time frame is difficult to wrap your head around, and the ROM does a great job presenting the timeline. The recorded history of life on Earth can be found in the rocks of Canada, and the gallery showcases fossils from all provinces and territories across the country. It's in this gallery that you'll find one of the oldest rocks on Earth, estimated to be between 3.7 and 4.2 billion years old. We continue our journey through time to the age of dinosaurs. This gallery is one of the best collections of dinosaur fossils in the world and an iconic section of the ROM, showcasing all kinds of specimens from land, sea, and air, dating from 200 million to 65 million years ago. You'll be truly amazed at the size and scale of these creatures. This section feels like it's straight out of Night at the Museum. Next, we went across one of the many bridges inside the Michael Leachin crystal to the mammals and more dinosaurs section. It's here that we see an impressive T-Rex and a few Triceratops fossils. Further into the gallery, we mostly see fossils from after the extinction of the dinosaurs, which include a huge mastodont, a saber-toothed tiger, and a giant ground sloth.
Did you see this?
No, what is
It's a
it?
mobile tour. So you scan that,
Yeah.
and it'll take you to...
Oh, and you can hit play.
Digging in your yard and coming across this, a massive fossilized skeleton of a mastodont.
So instead of having like those headsets, you
Yeah.
can just probably bring your own earphones.
Cool.
Next, we exited the giant crystal and entered the world of birds. Presented in full flight, this gallery displays an amazing array of winged creatures. One of the highlights here is the albatross with its 9-foot wingspan. This next area is for the kids. Hands-on biodiversity is a fun, family-friendly environment where kids get to touch all kinds of cool things, from frogs to a shark's jaw, and they can even crawl through a fox's den. Grace really liked looking through the magnifying glasses. Next is my favorite place in the ROM. If you're a local, you probably know about the Bat Cave. Every kid who grew up here probably remembers their first trip to the ROM and walking through this dark space. Filled with more than 20 bat specimens and over 800 models, the cave is a realistic portrayal of the St. Clair Cave in Jamaica. Listen to the echoes from the dripping water and the chirping bats, and watch out for the cockroaches on the cave floor. Biodiversity, Life in Crisis explores our world's biodiversity with 3 important themes. Life is diverse, life is interconnected, and life is at risk. There are amazing specimens on display here, and this gallery challenges guests to recognize how important every living creature is, how we're all interconnected, and how to live a sustainable life.
That was the second floor exhibits, and now we're headed up to the third floor exhibits.
From the Middle Ages to the 20th century, this gallery presents everything European, from industry to fashion to armor. Collections ranging from the Renaissance to the Victorian period are on display here. You'll also find many vignettes and period rooms displaying European home decor and style through the ages. This gallery displays collections representing spiritual and domestic life of the indigenous peoples from Africa, the Americas, Oceania, and Asia. And they have a great collection from the Philippines here too. Be sure to slow down and appreciate the amazing architecture as you move from gallery to gallery. In the Middle East and South Asia galleries, you'll find beautiful displays dating back thousands of years, covering early civilization, the advent of writing, major advancements in technology, and even modern-day art. These rich, diverse, and vibrant cultures are on full display here. Next, we move into another iconic ROM gallery, Ancient Egypt. An amazing collection of objects are found here, spanning thousands of years, from 4000 BC to 400 AD. From spiritual rituals and daily life, you'll get to examine just how important this ancient civilization was, and still is, and the impact they have had on civilization. From interactive displays to actual mummies, this gallery is one of the most fascinating here at the ROM. And don't forget to keep an eye out for the mobile tour QR codes for additional info.
Experts believe this is a fragment of a statue of Cleopatra.
In this section of the museum, you'll find the largest collection of ancient Roman artifacts in Canada. The gallery displays over 1,000 years of Roman history, covering a vast geographic area from Britain to Egypt. You'll also find amazing displays covering the Bronze Age and the ancient civilizations of Nubia, Cyprus, and Greece. You'll definitely get your steps in at the ROM, but if you could walk down the street for another few minutes, then we've got a great place to eat, and we're headed there right now. The museum has a big gift shop with some pretty nice stuff, so make sure you look around before you exit. We're always looking for a good coffee mug.
That was a full tour of the ROM, and now we're going to show you where you can get food nearby.
There's a Tim Hortons, Starbucks, and McDonald's close to the ROM, but if you want something a little more elevated, Italy is just a 5-minute walk down the street. This Italian market covers 2 floors and offers fresh pizza, sandwiches, deli counters, fresh seafood, handmade pasta, coffee, ice cream, fresh ingredients and produce, and cheeses. There's also really nice restaurants here too if you want to sit back and enjoy a long meal. This was my first time here and I was blown away by the options. We decided to grab some pizza and some Italian colas to wash it down. This place is amazing. Maybe I'm biased because I'm Italian, but I loved it here, and the next time I'm in Yorkville, I'm definitely going to stop by again. Hope this video helped you plan your day at the Royal Ontario Museum. If it did, we kindly ask that you give this video a thumbs up. That way we know we're on the right track and making videos that you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to see more like this in the future, and check out these videos next. Thanks, we'll see you next time.